Welcome to our 14th lecture of Econ 353, that is Agriculture Marketing, Trade and Prices. So today our topic is speculation and hedging. In last lecture we have seen about the price risk or different risk which are occurred in marketing process. So speculation and hedging are the ways to minimize the price risk. So what is meant by speculation? So speculation is purchase or sale of commodity at a present price with an object of sale or purchase at some future date at a favorable price. Means what happens in speculation, that person or that particular middleman trader, what he purchase or sell a commodity at a present price in a hope of or in a goal of he will get a better price in a future time. Okay, so speculators are mainly concerned with profit making from the price variation or price movements. Means he purchases when the prices are low, so he is not a regular trader in a marketing process. Means he comes in a market when prices are low for that commodity. So difference between the price prevailing at two times constitutes his profit. Okay, so he may face loss in this process. If prices falls down in a future time, then that speculator may face the losses. So which are the essential conditions of speculator? It may be first one, he enters in the trade at a current prices. Transaction of speculator are complete on some future date also. Then objective of speculator is to make profit only from price movement. Okay, then in few cases physical delivery of produce is neither taken or given, but difference in the price paid is to be taken. Then speculators are not regular buyers and sellers in the market. So based on legalities involved in speculation process, there are two types of speculation. First one, speculation proper, and second one, illegal speculation or illegitimate speculation. So we will see one by one. So first one is speculation proper. What is speculation proper? It refers to speculation on the part of person who make it his profession. Means the professional speculators, they do the business or they do the trading, they are known as the speculation proper. Such professional speculator devote their whole time and energy to collection of market information about the price fluctuation. Then only they study about the price fluctuation, then do the speculation. Decisions of speculators are hunch decisions. Means they are totally based on their guesses or their projections. Forecasting and predictions help them while taking such decisions. This type of speculation is beneficial for economy as a whole, and it is accepted by the society. Now second one, that is illegal speculation. So this is a gamble in a business. Okay, then in these speculators adopt such manipulative practices as creating conditions of artificial scarcity, as we have seen in corona conditions also. Some speculators, they are creating the scarcity for some products and they are earning more and more profits by giving or by fixing the high prices. Okay, aim of speculator means aim of such illegal speculator is to earn big profit. Okay, they do not concern about the consumers welfare. So such speculation is prohibited by the government. Now which are the economic benefits of speculation? Speculation dampers the price fluctuation. Dampers means it may controls the or minimize the price fluctuation. Then price differential in different market are bridged to some extent by speculation operation. Then it helps in adjustment of supply and demand for commodities at a normal prices. Okay, so this is the economic benefits of speculation. Now second topic, or that is hedging. What is hedging? As we know, speculation and hedging are important ways to minimize the price risk. as we have seen, speculation is a purchase or sale of commodities at a low price or at a current price, but to make profit they sell it in a future time. So in case of hedging, hedging is a trading technique of transferring the price risk. So hedging is a trading technique of transferring the price risk, but speculation is to minimize the price risk, or speculation is to making a profit by particular person. Okay, so hedging protects trader from extreme crash in the prices. So there are different definitions of hedging. According to Shepard, hedging is executing opposite sales or purchase in the futures market to offset the purchases or sales of physical products made in the cash market. Another definition given by Hopman, hedging is the practice of buying or selling futures to offset an equal and opposite position in the cash market and thus avoids the risk of uncertain changes in prices. These are the two definitions given by Shepard and Hopman. And third definition, that is hedging refers to the purchase or sale of commodity in a future market accompanied by sale or purchase in the cash market. So these are the definitions of hedging. Now, which are the assumptions of hedging, or which are conditions required for hedging? So first assumption is the future and cash commodity prices move up and down together, that is the basis of price change remains unchanged. This is the first condition on first assumption. Second, the mechanics of hedging includes the making of simultaneous transaction but of opposite nature in the future and cash market. So these are the two assumptions or conditions of the hedging. Now, which are the benefits of hedging? So hedging protects the hedger. Hedger means the person who does the hedging from sustaining loss and enables him to earn his normal trade profit, and also enables him to keep the trade margin at a lower level because of there is no risk. So again, hedging also facilitate the financing of inventories for stored commodities. Means there are some person or some traders, they store the commodities for some time or in a hope of in future they will get the higher prices. Now, what is difference between speculation and hedging? We will see one by one. So first difference is that in a speculation, purchase and sales in the cash as well as in future markets are made up with objective of making profit. So speculation is done only to make a profit by the speculators. But in case of hedging, the purchase and sales in the cash and future markets are made to protect oneself or to protect that trader against the excessive or extra price fluctuations. So this is the first difference between speculation and hedging. Second, the activities of buying and selling are not necessarily opposed to each other. In case of speculation, the activities of buying and selling, as we know, these are the activities involved in marketing process. So these activities of buying and selling are not necessarily or compulsorily opposed to each other in case of speculation, but in hedging these activities of buying and selling are always opposed to each other. So this is second difference. So third one, it is not necessary that two types of transaction should be of equal quantity. In case of speculation, two type of transaction means buying and selling is of equal quantity is not required or is not necessary in case of speculation, but in hedging it is obligatory or compulsory to buy and sell the goods in a equal quantities in a two market means in a buying market and in a selling market. Okay, now last difference in speculation and hedging is that the speculator purchases goods and sells them when prices increases or rises as per their expectations. Okay, in case of hedging, the commodities are not stored by traders, but in a speculation, that speculator means the person who does the speculation, they store the goods for some days in a hope of increasing prices in a future time, but in hedging they cannot store the goods for some days. Only the difference is price is given or taken on a due date. Okay, so this is the difference between speculation and hedging. So last point is futures trading. As we know, it is a device, future trading or forward market is a device for protecting against price fluctuations which normally arise in the course of marketing of commodities. Okay, so stochastics means the person who make the stock of commodities, processors or manufacturers utilize the future contracts to transfer the price risk faced by them. Then future trading includes both hedging and speculation. So in future trading these both activities are involved. Okay, so future markets are also known as the hedge market. It may be asked for your fill in the blanks. Dash markets are also known as the hedge market. So future markets are also known as the hedge market. So this is all about speculation, hedging and futures trading. Thank you.